Hey guys, my name is Haley and I blog at themountainviewcottage.net. Today I'm going to show you how I decorate this room for fall. Right now it is all decked out for Halloween. My style is farmhouse inspired. I love everything rustic, old, and chippy. So we are going to do a fall farmhouse inspired home decor transformation. So stay with me and I'll show you exactly how I do that. And of course, I will have little helpers with me.
My husband made this mantle for our home several years ago, and then I used Miss Mustard Seeds milk paint to kind of give it a very weathered and worn look. When we added the wainscoting to this room, I decided that I wanted to make over the mantle and paint it stark white, which I will do a whole video tutorial on later. But I am just going to set it up on this 2x4 and drill it in so that it is securely fastened to the wall because I hang some heavy stuff on this. While you watch me struggle to hang this, I thought I would kind of go over why I'm doing this video. I wanted to do a talk through of me decorating my home because I feel like there's so much that you can learn when you see someone else's decorating process. So I'm going to go through and tell you why I do what I do, why I rearrange things 50 bazillion times, and how I create layers to really create an impactful design space in my home. This can be translated to any style of decor, and it can also be translated to any season. So right now we're decorating for fall, but these tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you today are for any season of the year. Before I begin to decorate, I always like to pick out a single design element to the room, a piece. It can be anything that you want, a pillow, a vase, a mirror, and that kind of becomes my inspiration for the rest of the room. So I've had this old vintage mirror hanging out in the back of a closet, which is no place for a mirror this pretty. And I knew that I really wanted to use it for my fall decor. And I also knew that based on the really soft gray hue on the frame of this mirror that I wanted to keep my fall decor super neutral. So when I went to Hobby Lobby, I was looking for some fall foliage that I could use to decorate the room, kind of with this mirror in mind. And I found some pussy willow plants that I will decorate with in just a few clips. And that really is what took off my design ideas for this room. So it started with something really simple, and then I just built layer and layer upon that. My next tip is to always shop your own home. So I am adding a bunch of vases to the mantle. These are vases that I have had for years, and these are something that I continue to collect because I love to throw them into little setups all over my home. I put them on end tables, I put them on shelves, I put them on dressers. I can use them for so many different things. So I encourage you to collect things that you not only love, but that you can switch around all over your home for every different season, and you can decorate with them without having to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on new decor for every season of the year. Here are those florals that I was talking about just a minute ago. I love these for so many reasons because they're so versatile. For one, I can use them from season to season. I can mix them in with different floral arrangements. I don't have to use them just by themselves. So they serve a lot of purposes, and because they are fake, I can use them over and over. I love that they are wire, so I can kind of weave them through whatever I am decorating and just add more texture and really bring it to life. Now I'm going to move over to this table, which I currently have set up for Halloween. I'm going to move a few things off, and I'm going to start with one piece that I really love, which is really the way I decorate any section of a room, which is this quilt block hanging made from the shop Little Bits of Everything. I will link that Etsy shop below in the description so you can find one as well. And I just kind of am going to play around with what is actually sitting on the table, which is kind of the hardest part for me. I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm going to do when I start decorating. I start with something that I love, and then I kind of decorate around it. So I'm going to really skip through this whole section really fast so you can see how I put 20 different things on the table and take 20 different things off the table and eventually create a very layered and pretty table setting. I really work by trial and error, so I like to create height and depth, so I feel like the old vintage shutters really created height on the table, and then I layered on the quilt block hanging, and then I have that wire wall piece that I have that's white behind the quilt block, and I mostly just placed that behind the quilt block so that it would pop against the rustic shutters because it was kind of blending in with the shutters. And then I also have created some height and some depth and texture with that picture by adding all the foliage inside. And then I added this basket, which adds more texture to the little area that I'm decorating. And then the plates, I felt like the basket was too short, so I put some plates and some milk glass and ironstone inside it just to add a more visual appeal, and so I didn't just have an empty basket on the table. These little corbels, I got these at Home Depot several years ago and I just spray painted them. They're a really great thing to add into any decor area. And then lastly, I'm gonna move those again and I'm gonna add this little pitcher, this milk glass pitcher, and a little wooden ball for more texture and appeal as well. Because I went so heavy with my decor on the other table, I'm going to take a much more minimalist approach to this table. So I'm just going to use this single ironstone pitcher. I'm going to take out the colorful foliage that I had for my Halloween decor. I'm going to add a few more of these bare branch sprigs, which are also faux from Hobby Lobby. I love these because once again, they're so versatile and they add really great texture. And then I'm going to use these cotton stems, which are oh so popular, and for good reason. They're super farmhouse inspired, and everything right now is super farmhouse. Everyone is on this farmhouse craze, which I totally am too, so whatever. And I'm just going to add these to this pitcher. And once again, I am creating so much height by adding this foliage and these stems. So instead of having this short little squat pitcher on a side table, I've just taken it up 3 feet by adding all these stems to it. Now I'm going to take that wire wall hanging piece that I had sitting on the other table. So once again, I'm repurposing something that I had already had in my house, and I'm going to hang it above this little end table. I got this piece from Ross several years ago, and it was black, or maybe it was bronze, I can't remember, and I just spray painted it a cream color. That is another thing. This piece I think was like $7, and it creates such texture that I really loved it, but it was not the color at all that I wanted to work with. You can easily find something that you love and make it perfect for your space by repainting it the color that is in your home. Now we're going to move on to the couch. So the couch is also another thing that I rearrange 50 times before I like it. That's just kind of how I roll, and that would be something that I would really suggest to you too. Just because you set it up one way to begin with doesn't mean that's how you have to keep it. You can rearrange things 50 times if that's what it takes to get it exactly how you want it. When it comes to decorating my couch, I love to use quilts to create texture and color. So I will drape a quilt on the back of my couch. And then I also love to use different size pillows. So I have two 24-inch white pillows that I will kind of use as the backdrop for my 18-inch and 16-inch pillows. And usually those are really bland pillows, just one color, almost always they're just white in my case. And then I use more colorful and texturized pillows in the front of those. And I just rearrange them 50 bazillion times until it looks just right. I also want to do a huge shout out to my sister-in-law who created the quilt and all of the pillow covers on my couch except for the two 24-inch pillows, which are just plain white, and I got those from Home Goods. Rachel runs the shop Little Bits of Everything, so she also made the hanging quilt block that's above the other table. And I kid you not, you guys, her work is top notch. Every little detail, there's like little tiny lace trim that you can't even see on this quilt that is so beautiful. And she adds these little personalized touches to everything that she makes. And it's seriously amazing. And I'm not just saying that because she is my sister-in-law. I'm really the lucky one who has such an amazing seamstress who works with me on every single room that I decorate. So you can check out her shop. I will link it below. Once again, it's Little Bits of Everything. And here it is, all decorated for fall. I hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed decorating along with me. If you like this type of video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and give me some comments and some feedback if you would like to see more videos like this one. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more farmhouse-inspired videos and tutorials, and head on over to my blog, which I will have linked specifically down below with this post so that you can get all the extra details for the entire room and how I created everything. Thank you so much for watching.